Hi guys, I'm back with another dip powder manicure. Today we're going to be using Luxie nail dip powder. I purchased this off of Etsy and this is the packaging that it came in. Came with the some nail decals, Halloween. I don't know if they're decals, water slides, I don't know. I haven't used them, and a little discount code for my next purchase. And I purchased 3 dip powders. The first one is Orla, and it's like a floral dip powder, and that's a picture from the website there of that color. I purchased Confetti Orange Glow, which is what I'll be using today, and Flora is foil and clear dip powder. It can be applied on any color, and this again a picture from the website over a white base and a black base, so I can't wait to use that. So starting off with this manicure, I'm going to, and I am using Luxie Nail Dip Powder Liquids as well. I'm going to go in with S&S Natural Set Sheer to help build up my nail, because they've always been thin. And of course I'm using my pipette. And so just hang out with me and I'll be back. I have used these liquids before in another mani. I just haven't uploaded the video yet. I wanted to go ahead and get a Halloween video uploaded first. But their liquids, actually, there was nothing wrong with the liquids at all. I didn't find them to be too runny. Of course, I didn't overload my brush. And anytime you're using or applying dip powder base, you want to try to keep your layers as thin as possible. They weren't quick drying either. As you can see, as I'm building up my nail, I was able to do 2 nails at a time. Not real sure what's going on with my nails there, with the white part. And I don't know if that's from using peel base all the time or what. I don't know. But this time I did not use peel base. I just applied nail strengthener before I started the dip powder process. And I'm just taking a toothbrush and wiping off the excess powder before I go in again and apply clear to the entire nail. Now when you do this, you want to make sure that before you put your brush back into the bottle, that you wipe it off on a lint-free wipe. Now I could have easily wiped it on the paper towel because it is lint-free, but I don't know why I do that. And if you are using a pipette, then you make sure that you're rotating your fingers so that you can get coverage over the entire area that you applied the dip powder base liquid. Okay, so these jars are tiny. So I had this tray that I've used before. I maybe apply rhinestones or something like that with it, but you can also use it to lay out your dip powder. So and then it has a little ledge in the lower right hand corner that you can use to put the pour the dip powder back into the tray. So the reason why I poured this out is because I was trying to get as much of the black foil flakes as possible, but you're going to see exactly how I felt about this in just a minute, after I do a few nails. This was not my favorite mani, but I decided to upload it anyway. I'm just laying my finger flat in here, and again, it's not a whole lot of the black foil flakes in there, which I was so disappointed. When I did this, it reminded me of Fred Flintstone's outfit, and I was just like, oh my God, I have Fred Flintstone's clothes on my nails. But anyway, so I decided to keep going. I went ahead and again, I wasn't getting the coverage that I needed with the black flakes on there. It looked totally different than the picture on the website. So I was a little disappointed in this particular color. And I haven't used the other ones to see how those work, how those will look either. But again, I was thoroughly disappointed. As you can see, only a few pieces of the foil was picked up on the nail. The orange was perfect, but those foil flakes, so I decided to pour that back in there. And thought maybe I could get more coverage if I dipped my finger in there, but it didn't work either. So I'm just going to go through and finish applying that to all my nails. And I did decide to go in with the second coat. And also the foil pieces would not lay flat on my nail. Even after going back in with base, they would not lay flat. So again, I was a little disappointed in this particular dip powder color. If you're interested in that blue tray that I have, I did purchase that off Etsy as well with by Dippin' 3D. If you've watched any of my previous videos, I have those reusable cupcake liners that I usually put my dip powder in. It's the same company, Dippin' 3D. The owner is Joseph Joyce. The finger stand, I purchased that off Liquid Layers. I think it's liquidlayers.studio. They have all kind of finger rest, but I particularly like this one. I have a single one and the 4-finger one. Works really well. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. Also, if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Tish. I am not a nail technician. I am a nurse who just loves to do her nails at home. For those of you that are not new to my channel, welcome back. Thank you for hanging in there with me. Guys, everyone, please feel free to subscribe, like, and comment on my videos. Positive comments. I don't need negative comments. Nobody needs negativity in their lives at this time. So again, just hang out with me and I'll be back. So I'm just brushing off the excess powder. There wasn't a whole lot to brush off. Once, I applied it, it was there. And again, these are all 5 fingers with 2 coats of the dip powder. So with Luxie nail, when I purchased with them, and again, I'm trying to lay those foil pieces flat and it's just not working. So it is what it is. When I made my original purchase with Luxie, where I think I got the dip liquids and 2 dip powders, I think it was about $50. My total initial purchase. It came with instructions, and they do not recommend encapsulating in clear. They recommend applying a layer of base over your final coat of dip powder and allowing that to thoroughly dry and then going in to activate. And so that's what I'm doing here. I'm just applying base to all 5 nails, making sure I get that over everything, and then I will let that dry thoroughly. I think it was about 5 to 10 minutes. Allow that to dry and then go in and apply activator to all nails. So that's what you see me doing here. Okay, so I've done my filing and buffing off camera. And I overbuffed, I overfiled and overbuffed. I'm just going in with my nail brush and some alcohol to clean up any excess. And as you can see, I overfiled on my ring and my pinky finger, filed right through it. But again, it's a layer clear on my nails. So I didn't like the color. So I decided to go in with my Maniology stamping plate, and I do have a discount code, CurlyKrite10. You can get 10% off your regular priced purchase. And I do receive a small commission off of these purchases made with my discount code after they reach a certain amount. So I'm going in with this Pet Cemetery plate. And I saw someone on, I think, Facebook in one of the nail groups that they did, got the same plate. It comes in a the monthly subscription box that I purchase every month. I think it's about $25. You get 2 stamping polishes, you get 2 stamping plates, and then you get a special treat in there. It could be candy, it could be a clear stamper, whatever it may be, but I do purchase that every month. I did not like what I had picked up, so I just took a lint roller and got that right off of there, and I'm going back in with my black stamping polish and applying that to the image, scraping that off. You want to make sure you kind of scrape a few times because that black color is so pigmented. And I'm just taking my stamper, picking that up. And so I don't want to use all of those images on there. So I'm just taking my lint roller and removing anything that I don't want to apply to my nails. Because what I'm going to do is that Pet Cemetery, I'm going to apply that to my index finger, my middle finger, and my ring finger, so it kind of lines up. It didn't stamp as quite as well as I wanted it to, but I just wanted to kind of do something with that color because I hated it. So I'm just pressing and holding, and you don't need to put a whole lot of pressure on your nail. It will transfer on your nails just fine. I realized I was missing a piece of the sign there, and I tried to line that up, but it was an epic fail. I was just over it by the time I finished this mani, so I still wasn't enough, and so I just kept with the Pet Cemetery Halloween theme, and I just used some of the smaller images on this plate and stamped them on the space on my nail. So I think there was a kind of like an animal paw sticking out the ground. What would have been nice is to do some reverse stamping and maybe fill that in with a brown color, just to fill that in, brown, white, whatever color, but I didn't. And so I'm just going to put that on my index finger and stamp that above the Pet Cemetery sign. And again, I'm just taking the lint roller and removing any of the image that I do not want to transfer on my nail. So I'm just kind of filling in that space up top with the dog paw sticking out the ground. And then I'm going to use some of the bats on that plate to pick those up. Now, when you clean your stamping plates, you always want to use acetone, pure acetone, to clean the polish off. And then I usually go in once that dries with some just alcohol and a cotton ball or lint-free wipe and clean that off just to kind of shine it back up from the acetone, because the acetone will kind of make it dull, but it is the best thing to clean your plates with. So I do acetone followed by alcohol. And again, I'm just taking those bats and applying those on my ring finger, and then on my pinky finger I had another Halloween plate from my last year Maniology subscription box, and I think it's like a cat. It was really dark when I put that on my pinky finger, and then I'm going to apply a Happy Halloween image to my thumbnail, because again, I wanted to cover every nail with something. Okay guys, here are the stamping images on all nails, and as you can see, the cat on the pinky was really dark. Okay, so guys, I also purchased Luxie nail base coat, rubber base coat and top coat, but the rubber base coat did not stick well on my nails. I'm not real sure what was going on with that, but that no wipe top coat is like the best. I mean, it is high shine. I love it. I'll probably use more of that. It says chip resistant, scratch resistant. Look at that shine on that nail. I know most no white top coats are shiny, but I thought this was extra shiny. For whatever reason, I loved it, and I will be using that again. But you can see, my overfiling, but that's okay, because I don't know anybody that just goes and says, let me look closely at your nails. But whatever. Again, not my best, but it is what it is. I always finish your manis with cuticle oil, guys. But here's the finished look. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Thanks for hanging in there with me.